Welcome to Forgotten Inventions that quietly transformed society. Some of history's most transformative innovations, from the metal boxes that enabled globalization to the simple patterns that automated retail, have faded from public memory. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team. The most powerful inventions often become invisible precisely because they work so well, fading into the background of daily life. Unlike flashy products, these innovations transformed entire systems, like supply chains and food production, without fanfare. Their lasting impact proves that the best solutions are truly timeless. Our first forgotten invention is the shipping container, introduced in 1956. This simple metal box revolutionized global trade through standardization. It introduced uniform dimensions, dramatically reducing shipping costs by 90%. This change enabled globalization, connecting distant markets and creating the complex supply chains we rely on. Malcolm McLean, a trucking entrepreneur, realized the inefficiency was in loading and unloading. His containerization system turned ships into floating warehouses. Today, over 90% of the world's manufactured goods travel in these containers, fundamentally reshaping the world economy. Next, we examine the barcode, which emerged in 1974. On June 26, 1974, a pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Gum was the first product ever scanned. Invented by Norman Woodland and Bernard Silver, the barcode uses a pattern of varying widths to encode product information that machines can read instantly. The barcode became the foundation of modern commerce, enabling real-time inventory management and automated checkout. It also drove a data revolution, providing sophisticated analytics. Without barcodes, e-commerce and modern supermarkets would collapse. Our third innovation is the Haber-Bosch process, developed in the 1910s. For millennia, farmers struggled with limited nitrogen for plant growth. Fritz Haber and Carl Bosch solved this by synthesizing ammonia from atmospheric nitrogen, creating artificial fertilizer. This chemical breakthrough dramatically increased crop yields, enabling modern agriculture. Today, nearly half of the world's food supply relies on fertilizers from the Haber-Bosch process. An estimated 4 billion people owe their existence to the agricultural productivity it enabled. This technology sustains billions, but also carries complex environmental consequences. Let's look at a simpler item, the ballpoint pen, invented in the 1930s. Fountain pens were leaky and expensive. Laszlo Biro, a Hungarian journalist, invented the ballpoint pen with quick-drying ink and a tiny rotating ball. By the 1950s, it was reliable and affordable, achieving mass adoption and making writing universally accessible. The ballpoint pen's affordability and durability democratized literacy tools. It made reliable writing instruments accessible to everyone, regardless of economic status. This simple innovation removed barriers to education and helped make universal education more achievable. Next, we have the electric traffic light from the 1920s. Early 20th century cities faced urban chaos due to traffic. Garrett Morgan, an African-American inventor, patented an electric traffic signal with a warning position. This three-position signal dramatically reduced accidents, making intersections predictable and enabling city growth. The traffic light replaced manual direction by police officers, establishing a universal language of red, yellow, and green. This automated system fundamentally changed how cities could function, enabling the dense urban environments we inhabit today with remarkable safety. Moving to the digital age, we find the transistor, invented in 1947. The transistor replaced bulky, hot, and unreliable vacuum tubes used in early computers. This revolutionary miniaturization performed the same switching function, but was smaller, cooler, and more energy efficient. It is the foundation of every modern electronic device today. The transistor enabled computers to shrink from room-sized machines to portable devices. It powered the communication revolution and is essential for all of modern life. Its invisibility is its triumph, driving the entire digital revolution without public recognition. Our next overlooked invention is the zipper, first designed in 1913. Though Elias Howe and Whitcomb Judson patented earlier concepts, Gideon Sundback perfected the design in 1913 with interlocking teeth, creating the modern mechanism. After decades of refinement, zippers became reliable and affordable for widespread use in clothing by the 1930s. The zipper's simple appearance hides mechanical sophistication. It took 20 years of refinement to ensure reliability and prevent jamming, which nearly killed the invention. Today, the zipper's ubiquitous and reliable function revolutionized clothing design and made dressing easier. Let's travel back to the 13th century for the mechanical clock. Before clocks, time was measured by the sun and varied by location. The mechanical clock, with its escapement mechanism, allowed for precise and consistent timekeeping. This standardized time introduced schedules, coordination, and punctuality, becoming fundamental to modern society. The mechanical clock fundamentally altered human consciousness about time. It changed time from being local and flexible to standardized, enabling factories to coordinate shifts and trains to run on schedules. This invention created the time-conscious society we inhabit today. We now look at one of the simplest inventions, the paperclip from the 1890s. The paperclip's elegant double-loop design is a minimalist marvel, using perfect spring tension to hold papers without damage. Its form has remained unchanged for over a century because the original design solved the problem flawlessly. This humble wire loop organizes offices and homes worldwide. Finally, we examine the QR code, invented in 1994. Masahiro Hara and his team created QR codes for Denso Wave to quickly track automotive parts. The two-dimensional matrix stores significantly more data than linear barcodes, and the corner squares allow for instant scanning from any angle, built specifically for speed. QR codes started in manufacturing but remained largely invisible to consumers for 2 decades. The smartphone revolution made them universally accessible. The pandemic then accelerated their adoption, making them essential for contactless systems today. The QR code's journey shows that transformative technologies often take decades to reach their full potential. It waited 25 years until smartphones and circumstances aligned to reveal its versatility, proving its essential role in bridging the physical and digital worlds. The common thread among these forgotten inventions is their invisible excellence. They solved complex problems with elegant simplicity, transforming entire systems like commerce and agriculture. They work so seamlessly that we only notice them when they fail. These innovations teach us that fame and importance do not always align. Many required decades of patience and persistence to mature, such as the zipper and the QR code. The best solutions often lie in elegant simplicity. What invention being developed today will seem obvious and invisible 50 years from now? The ultimate measure of success may be creating something so essential that it becomes invisible, reminding us that the most important progress happens quietly.